Welcome to Cringe Shooters Volume 1. I wasn't really sure how to start this. I wasn't honestly sure where to begin with such a monumental task. The monumental task of boiling Nasim Aghdam down to a nice, meaty broth, a vegan broth. How do you approach something like this? Someone so special to, well, all of us. She did what nobody else had the courage to do. Light up a ticket in the middle of the YouTube headquarters because a few shekels got stuck in the pipes along the way to your very approachable, very realistic and relatable vegan yoga cringe compilation. Yes sir, nobody has ever had the courage to stand up to the brass at YouTube and take them all down. Everyone from comedians to politicians should be taking a page from her book. If the most peaceful type of person, an FDM troon vegan animal rights activist, thinks it's time to blow down the doors to YouTube headquarters and light up some bureaucrats with a chrome Pez dispenser at 1,400 feet per second, and you're still there in your computer chair with a lap full of Cheeto dust and Mountain Dew gamer fuel, well, I think we know who the real trans vegan animal rights activists are in the room. Nasim showed some real signs of mental disorder over the years, and as the folks at Kiwi Farms put it, she's the gift that just keeps on giving. And with that out of the way, I think you can tell why this will be such an upset that the internet, even if the media wants us to forget, and they do want us to forget, won't be losing track of anytime soon. Just look at this man who chose now to come out as vegan. He's offering to eat his hat, which I assume is the only animal product-free produce he can even get in this murder horror society. Now for those of you who don't know, Nasim Aghdam was a 38-year-old Iranian immigrant who, on April 3rd, 2018, decided to tick the bell at YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, California. After injuring 4 people with a handgun, Nasim turned the gun on herself and became a martyr to the strange gods of the internet. Nasim messed with my views and ended up on the news. Aghdam was a girl with an untroubled past at first glance. But when you watch this video, found on one of her many websites, you begin to find she had a very clear message. We still have no idea what that message was. Most of her videos were in Farsi, a Middle Eastern language which was clearly not just her first language, but also the only language she was capable of expressing emotion in. In fact, with no discernible lovers, friends, or anyone else who has come out about her this far, which to be fair, could change, it's no wonder this Generation 1 synth had so many problems in the real world. Look, it can't even understand basic human food groups. So with all that said, why did he feel the need to, no, the overwhelming desire to become the commandos in the war against the meat-eating YouTube horror monsters? That might have something to do with the literal drop in view and watch time of about half, which triggered this reaction. In fact, if you're a big fan of Bernie, you know that the evil corporations engineered this when they cut her ad revenue and put her in the Baha'i vegan poorhouse fast train straight back to pre-op Dirtville. Now I'm not saying she was trans, but I'm insinuating it because I think it makes a better story. Sure, it doesn't help that she had no job or money or opportunities outside of her niche interest in the field of poorly drawn Mickey Mouse satire, but I think there was a more clear motive. The bitch was a batshit crazy probable tranny who had a tism storm when her vegan exercise shitting cow videos didn't change her genitals and make her a millie. Now I'd like to say, the most interesting thing about this woman wasn't the shooting, it wasn't the veganism. No, it was her videos. She was a masterpiece. Nobody could have ever predicted that the second most famous shooter of Q1 2018 would also have a YouTube channel to rival Randy Stair.